Hello, everyone. My name is Aigur. Thank you very much for tuning in. Today, we are going to talk about healthy boundaries and what is healthy boundaries, why it's important. And I want to talk about some of my stories, personal stories from my life, and to explain because I believe what I'm doing is a contribution for the awareness of the importance of healthy boundaries and why it's important for you to be happy, to become happy, to build healthy relationships in your family, with your spouse, with your kids, with your colleagues, with money, with everything. Because healthy boundaries, this is the concept that I also didn't know in the past. And now, after getting the awareness, after learning about it, I realized how important it is in creating the life that you want, where you are happy. You know, we came to this world in order to live happily, to live with joy, and not to struggle. And for that, we need to know what is healthy boundaries. And why is it important? It's important to know because we want to stay in the positive energy. We want to protect our vibration, our energy, our emotions, our time, right? And when you understand that healthy boundaries, it's like invisible, boundaries where you say, okay, this is what I like, this is what I don't like, and you educate each other. You educate whether your spouse, whether the kids. But this is also, we do that in order to understand ourselves as well, you know? And one of the reasons I came to this topic is because I failed in some of my um, periods of life where I divorced, I uh, like I had bad relationship with my kids, and I feel like that's because I didn't know what is healthy boundaries. That's because my priorities was messed up. My value system was messed up. My beliefs were messed up. Like I was absorbing everything. I was watching and then I was watching videos, and then I was like on autopilot trying to replicate, do thinking that I'm doing good for the colleagues, for the people, but in reality, I was choosing everybody except for myself. And here, we need to understand that we do want to treat people with kindness. We do want to help people, but the priorities needs to be revisited because when we take ourselves as a priority, we take care of ourselves, we cover all our needs, and then we help others. We do it with better energy, with positive energy, and with joy. Otherwise, when we help others, we do it on autopilot because maybe because of having this um, trait of character like people pleasing, because for you it's uncomfortable to say no, and that's why you prefer to please everybody else except for yourself because you don't know yourself, because that was the norms maybe in your family, maybe in your culture. But that's really important to know how this healthy boundaries is is part of your life, becomes part of your life, or not, doesn't become part of your life. And that comes with experience. Because I failed in my life, because I lost almost everything, now my mission is also to raise this awareness, what is healthy boundaries. why we need to do self discovery, why we need to choose the journey of self love. Because happiness starts from within, because development starts from within, because reality reflects how you feel inside. And if you are inside happy, the reality matches to your inner world. That's why they say power is within. That's why we need to know what is it happiness. Why, when I build healthy boundaries, why I am happy. What is the relationship between? But the relationship is like this. Instead of saying every time yes, 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 you may choose all the time first yourself. Like, again, from my past experience, right? When I was working, few of the colleagues always ask me to take their shifts in addition to my own. And I was overworking because I felt like I need to help. And at that time, I felt like, oh, I'm actually doing good for them because they need to go somewhere to meet someone, right? They have some urgent things happen. And at the same time, I'm earning money because I'm making additional shift. But that's not healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries is when you learn to choose your emotions, when you learn to choose your relaxation, your rest, your health, your well being, when you choose balance, work life balance, and you choose yourself. What happened at the end of my attitude when I said yes, yes, yes to all the requests? Of course, I was exhausted. I didn't sleep. Um, I had no energy, and whenever I had to go back to my family, I was in low vibrations. I was in low energy, and my interactions with my kids, with my spouse, was negative because it's easy to say negative. It's easy to say I'm tired because good relationships, they require your energy. Good relationship, good answers, they require your energy. It's the same work. Building marriage, like relationship in your marriage, is the same work, and you need to have high vibration. You need to be in a high vibration. You need to have energy in order to speak mindfully, respond mindfully, not react. We reacting only when we are in low vibration. We reacting only when we have no energy. But that's by default, by nature. And when we understand that, we want to take care of us first, right? And first, practical tip is try to reflect on yourself. Do you often say yes to any request, to any questions, to any help? Do you say yes even when you don't have time? Yes, even when you don't have energy? Yes, even your inner voice says, no, 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 I'm so tired. But then you anyway say yes. If you feel like you often say yes, that means that you are in need of creating healthy boundaries and start choosing yourself in order to protect your energy, in order to complete your stuff, your priorities, your things first. And then whatever is left, you decide whether you have energy, whether you have time, extra time, whether you have desire to go and do and help others. So what I noticed in me is before I was giving myself 100%, I was giving to my job, I was giving to colleagues, I was giving to other people, even strangers, because That was part of our culture, like being hospitable, not to hurt the other party, the other person, right? But for me, what was normal is to be rude, to be strict to my own family members, because I thought that, I mean, they are my family members. They will accept me the way I am. And if I am angry, if I don't have energy, I want to be myself, right? I want to be myself. And this is how I react. But in reality, we want to be our best to our priority people, right? To our family members, to our kids, to our spouses. We want to save this energy. We want to have this work life balance. And if you really feel like you need to protect your time, you need to protect your energy, you need to protect your emotions, that's when healthy boundaries are important. And that's how we want to start our journey, because healthy boundaries is not only creating healthy boundaries, create saying, educating other people about our preferences, our wants, our like dislikes, right? But it also maybe keep, like maybe cutting some relationship from very toxic people, right? So it's all personal. It's all has to do with self discovery, reflection on our life, on ourselves, our body, our energy, our thoughts. And sorry, excuse me. And so for today, you can start practice just to say no to all the requests. Try to practice no, one day for one day, and feel and reflect on your emotions, on your thoughts, uh, on your behavior. Because whenever I did for the first time no, it was uncomfortable. I felt so guilty. I felt like other people will think that I'm so bad. And that's normal. That's normal to say no. That's okay to say no. And you have the whole, like the right to say no if you don't feel like saying yes, You need to choose you. You need to choose your energy. You need to choose your priorities. And try to do this for one day. Say no to all the requests, and then reflect, journal. How did you feel? Did you feel guilty? Did you feel awkward? Did you feel like you hating yourself? And you can fake it until you make it, they say, right? You can do it until it becomes normal. Whatever we do for the first time, this is feeling abnormal, not normal, and that's okay. But whenever we repeat, the repetition makes it normal, because our brain accepts as normal, it believes it, and then it becomes normal. By saying no, you're not only protecting your energy, your time, your emotions, and become happy, but also you are teaching, educating the other person about their healthy boundaries, that they need to learn what is healthy boundaries. Because if they are triggered by your response, that means that they don't know what is healthy boundaries. That means that they also need to learn what is healthy boundaries. That means that they also need to respect the answer no, because some people get used to say yeah when you say yes, yes, yes. And when you say for the first time no, they may take it as a threat. And that's okay, that's okay. We want to start practicing no for the sake of our well-being, for the sake of our energy, and for our happiness. Because when we save energy, we are happy. with ourselves, with our mind, with our actions, behavior. And then we can talk to our spouse, we can talk to our kids with positivity, mindfully responding, not reacting. We react only because we are exhausted, because we don't have work life balance. We react and we treat with rudeness, or what is the word? Is because we are in low vibration, because we don't have healthy boundaries. But this is just an introduction to this topic. There is so much to tell about this topic, so I will be talking about this, sharing my personal stories, how I reflect on it, how I see it, how I understand it, so that it's easier to understand. Because in the past, I didn't know this concept, healthy boundaries. And because I didn't know, I failed in my life in the past. And now, once I became happy, once I started to create healthy boundaries, I'm happy with my kids, I'm happy with my partners, I'm happy with my colleagues, with everyone, even with money. I am friends with my money. So, but most importantly, you understand that uh, creating healthy boundaries is kind of like the foundation for creating a happy, joyful life for yourself and healthy life. Okay, that's it for today. If you need to learn more about you, comment below or DM me, and I can send you the checklist with all the questions where you can self reflect on your behavior and understand whether you need to create healthy boundaries or not. And you get more insights from the checklist. Okay, that's it for today. Bye.